Find God in the depths of who you are and who He designed you to be. Let Him speak life into you and into every part of your journey. Are you following the career and life paths that God has set in front of you? Are you trusting Him to give you clarity and calm your chaos and confusion? Today, let's talk about finding clarity in the chaos and confusion of who you are now versus who you were designed to be. Let's go, girl. Are you in a new season of your life? Are you stuck and searching for clarity so you can make a career change? Do you just need the courage to switch careers? Are you ready to follow God's plan for your career? Welcome to Choose Your Next Yes. Hi, Kindred. I'm Mel, a career transition coach, mom of grown-ups, coffee lover, and God girl. I've had a lot of big life changes, and I haven't always been clear about God's plan for me. This led to stress and anxiety and a lack of clarity and courage to make a career move. I finally started listening to God's voice to find clarity and peace and stopped being scared to make a move and achieve my career transition goals. Now, my mission is to help you learn to listen to God's voice and know when to say yes to the career you've always wanted and no to everything else. Let me show you how to clarify your purpose and find courage to pursue your personal and professional goals in your midlife and beyond. Throw down your self-doubt, dust off your dreams, Kindred. It's time to reset and refine and reclaim the woman you once aspired to be. I want you to think about what your goal is for your life and your career. Do you have goals for your life and career? Is there anything in the way? Are there barriers for you reaching those goals and obtaining those goals? Is there an alignment of your goals and God's calling for you? Because that is one of the most important things, that you are aligned with God's purpose for you, and His destiny is defined in all of the steps that you are taking. Is there anything standing between you and God's will for your life, those barriers? Ask God to give you the identity that you were made to have, that He designed you for. And to do that, you have to invite Him into everything that you do. And when you invite Him into everything that you do, He's going to give you the clarity that you need to move forward. And He's going to give you more clarity as you're making moves toward what He wants you to do. The goal He has for you, the destiny that He predestined you for, the one that He defined you for and designed you for before you were ever created and were born onto this earth. You want to get rid of all of those past chaoses, all of that confusion that you've had up to this point. Rid it from your life and your mind so you can refine yourself and remove all of the doubt, all of the fear, all of the worry, all of the confusion. The more that you seek God, the closer you get to Him, the more He clarifies what your calling is and what you're supposed to do to get there. He has a plan for you. He has a journey laid out for you specifically. You just need to trust Him and follow His steps to get you there. And I have some steps to help get you there as well. Step 1, figure out where your clarity is coming from. Are you truly focused on what God wants you to do? Or are you focused on your own motives, your own selfish motives sometimes, and your own interests, your own passions, which He gave you interests and passions, but He gave you more than what you may need at this moment. So you have to make sure that you're following the right passion, that you're pursuing the right things to make sure that you have that focus completely on God. And if you don't, you need to shift that focus back onto Him and where He is leading you and what He is wanting you to do, and enjoy the journey and learn from every step that He is putting in front of you, everything that He has for you, every job that He has for you, every class, every bit of wisdom that He is giving you. Number 2, you want to have a clarifying shift in your thinking. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will for you. What are some things that are stealing your focus, that are taking your focus off of the exact thing that He's wanting you to do? And how can you identify those and place your focus back on exactly what God's wanting you to focus on at this moment? Some of the focus stealers are social media, sports with your kids. Hopefully by now your kids are out of sports like mine because you are in midlife. But if you are not in midlife and you're listening to this, make sure that you're not letting those things steal your focus as well. Some of us have grandkids at this point. Don't let that be a focus stealer. I'm not saying don't go to things for your grandkids. I'm saying don't let that become such a central thing in your life that you don't have room for the other things that God is leading you toward. Just make sure that you are prioritizing God and the things that He's wanting you to do over the things that are stealing your focus. Think intentionally about what God is wanting you to do. If you have several things that are stealing your focus, eliminate the ones that you can. It's better to eliminate social media and go to your grandson's baseball game than to eliminate your grandson's baseball game and waste time on social media, because let me tell you, that is the biggest time suck ever, is sitting there scrolling on Facebook. And sometimes I'll get my weekly report and I'm just like dumbfounded by the amount of time I've wasted on social media. I get into that trap. And so I try to limit when I use social media and do it only when I am not going to get sucked into mindlessly scrolling. Number 3, turn your mindset toward God and the steps that He wants you to make. He wants you to make moves. So you have to move in order to continue to understand what He is wanting you to do and to continue to clarify the steps that He wants you to go in and the direction He's wanting you to go in. If you just sit and do nothing, you're never going to get clarity, because He can't give you clarity on which direction to go if you don't move. So you cannot be stagnant. Again, I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. Get out of your own way and start walking, friend. And He starts to clarify things as you start to move. He is not a God of disorder and confusion, but He is a God of peace and calm and clarity. It just takes some movement and some work on your part to get there. And number 4, remove disobedient distractions, things like impatience or worry or stagnancy or just plain laziness in some cases. Make sure that you are moving toward what He wants you to move toward, but you're not getting so impatient that you jump the gun and just do things on your own, because the journey is where He's wanting you to learn some of the things that you need for the destination. Number 5, be content where you are. God's grace is sufficient for you, and you are always where you need to be, and He's never going to lead you in a direction or put you in a place that is not where He wants you or where you need to be. So be content in that moment. And that impatience that I was talking about before, that is one of the things that leads to discontentment. So being content helps you to be patient and just bask in the moment of what you are learning and where you're at. And trust God is working all things for your good. He's working in the background. He is never going to just leave you hanging, my friends. And I said that you need to move to get clarity, but you can also seek clarity before you move. So pray on things. Don't just forge ahead. assuming that that's the path he wants you to go on. Always draw near and ask for wisdom, seek counsel from your mentors, and make an informed choice. Because there's nothing worse than making a choice because you were impatient or you didn't seek clarity or seek guidance, and then you have to backtrack, or you've wasted time, or it wasn't blessed because that's not where he wanted you to go. Number 6, clarity brings joy and peace. And to get that clarity, again, you have to pray. It comes through prayer and a strong prayer life. We have the instructions that we need. We just have to read them, which is reading the Bible. And then we have to listen and hear them, which comes through prayer and time spent with God and drawing closer to Him. Focus on how God is bringing you into a situation and how He can use you in every situation to glorify Him and to learn in that moment so you can move forward with assurance that that is the direction He's wanting you to go, that the steps you're taking are the steps that He is putting in front of you. Pray for that faith. Pray for that clarity. Believe in yourself and your skills, because God gave you these talents, these gifts, these skills, and He wants you to use them. It's a sin to not use the things that He has given you. Make sure that you feel worthy of those. Get some confidence and some courage to make a move. You are worthy of every single thing that He is doing for you. You are worthy of the success that He has laid out for you, whatever that looks like. And success looks different for each of us. It may not be monetary success, and that's okay. Success can just be the impact that you have on others, the glory that you bring to God, the people that you bring to His kingdom, all of the love that you share, your joy that you impart on others, and the light that you bring into a room when you're there and you trust God and you have joy and peace in what He is doing for you and where He's leading you. And I want to leave you with this one last Bible verse. John 15:16 says, "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, He may give it to you." Ladies, you are appointed to go and bear the fruit of the gifts that He has given you, the talent that He has given you. I want you to have courage. I want you to seek counsel. If you need some clarity and you need someone to help you know what God's telling you, to clarify your gifts and talents, to know how to use those, to know where they mesh with the options that are out there for you, where your interests and passions lie, let me help you by doing an empowerment session with you. I have a link to an empowerment hour in the show notes. I would love to help you get started on that next step in your life, on the career that He has laid out for you. Don't let fear of the unknown or uncomfortable stop you from moving forward. Take that leap of faith, beloved, and let me help you reclaim the woman you were always meant to be. I hope today's show was a blessing for you. If you enjoyed the content, please hop on over to Apple Podcasts or Apple iTunes and leave me a 5-star rating and a review. That way I know you're listening, and it helps me grow the show so I can continue to bring you awesome content. At least I hope you think it's awesome. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. May the Lord bless and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift you up and give you peace. Have a blessed Friday, an amazing weekend, and I will see you back here Monday. Even though it's a holiday, I'm still going to put out an episode so you can listen to it next week after you spend some time with your family. Love you. Have a great weekend and a blessed holiday.